say all the time, it's a life choice, it's not a job. But it is hugely rewarding, and I wouldn't do it if it wasn't. It genuinely, you do get a lot back from it as well. That moment where they just see it and they really get it, I think those are the points for me where I think, yeah, this is what it's all for.
As part of Scotland's National Improvement Framework, all school children in primary 1, 4, 7 and in secondary S3 will complete standardised assessments. These will provide consistent data and individual diagnostic reports on each child's progress, helping primary and secondary school teachers to assess children's progress using common standards.
The assessment is a really important tool in the school, just to build a picture of how the children are doing throughout the school. And as a staff, we actually find them very useful to corroborate evidence that we've already got, or to see when children are then ready to move on, and different things that are ready to happen. The assessments are primarily delivered by the class teachers themselves.
From my experience, it doesn't take a long time out of your day. You know, I've always had a composite class, so I have had some learners doing the assessment while others aren't. It is something you have to fit in, absolutely, and because it's all done on the computer, it's very individualised. They kind of just get on with it.
What we think is important when we're doing these assessments in the classroom is the normal working atmosphere, doing the normal literacy work, the normal numeracy work, so that it is really no different from the classroom work that they are ordinarily doing.
I think it has to be no pressure for children, because you can see they're all just working as they would normally be in class. I mean, nobody's looking like they're about to burst into tears, because there isn't a soul in this room that looks as if they're worried.
Well, you already have an idea of where you think children are, so this would just hopefully confirm to you that they are where you think they are, or if there is anybody that's standing out for either good reasons or bad reasons, thinking about why that might be.
I would say it's all right for administrating in terms of the learners just really getting on with it and us just getting the results back at the end.
The SNSA has been working closely with primary and secondary school teachers, administrators, as well as academics to create an assessment that will be a useful tool in the continuing improvement of Scotland's education system. As children move through primary and on to secondary school, teachers will have a source of nationally consistent evidence, which will provide objective, comparable information about progress. However, it is understandable that any changes may raise questions and concerns. Teachers from 2 neighbouring schools gather to chat about their experience.
It was never used on its own, it's always used as part of a much bigger picture.
The bigger the picture is, the more validity the results will actually then have.
Absolutely. Yeah. And in terms of professional judgment, that has to add weight to what we think.
Yes.
As if it doesn't take that away, professional judgment always has to come first.
I was nervous about it in terms of it was my first kind of black and white kind of all results back kind of thing. But in terms of, you know, actually going through with the assessment, it didn't actually faze me, and I think it's because I couldn't see it. I couldn't prepare the children for it. It was just they would do what they would do, and all I could do was kind of stand back and watch them click correctly or incorrectly and watch my head.
You know, quite hard to stand back and watch them just go click happy and go,
no. But again, they just ran that themselves.
You said about preparing. Did you have to do much preparation for the assessment?
No, I'm just kind of teaching them.
Do you feel there's pressure for that then, or?
No, I don't feel there's any pressure towards that. You're not teaching them towards the assessment, you're not teaching them towards that at all.
When I've been asking people, they've been saying the same, like it's not really a preparation, just to carry on doing what I'm doing, and it's just another day for them.
it's just that confirmation really, and that confirmation is really quite useful and quite, I don't know, quite calming. It's that kind of, you know, it makes you feel like, yeah, I've got that right, it's okay.
I think the real benefit is that we're all going to be doing the same thing. The standards, we want them to be the same across Scotland, so I think it makes sense that we're all doing the same assessments that are the same standard throughout all authorities.
It should actually reinforce your professional judgment. It should be something that's reassuring rather than something that's worrying and threatening, and it should be something that actually is valuable, and I think you should just integrate it into your day. Do not think of it as something that's totally separate and something that's huge pressure. Do not feel it's something that judges you, because it isn't something that judges you. This is all about the children, and I think that's what we have to remember.